Hey, Danny.
Howdy.
What is popping?
What's today's date? What is today's date? Today's March? No, today's April.
April 3rd.
April 3rd. 2023. The weather's... I think the weather's getting better. Don't you think?
Yeah, it is getting way better.
A little better. Or way better.
I don't think I'll be shivering anymore for the most part.
You have great news, Bryson, don't you?
I do have some great news.
What's the great news?
I committed to Mars Hill University.
Fantastic.
Mars Hill.
That is fantastic.
Spending the next 4 years there. Mars Hill, North Carolina.
Congratulations, Bryson.
Thanks, Danny.
I'm very proud of you, Bryson.
Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
So what are we going to be talking about today?
We're going to be talking about engineering. Because,
Engineering.
as we know, Danny, the man, the myth, the legend of engineering. Come on now.
Why are we talking about engineering?
I don't know. I just feel like it could be a good topic to just talk about, you know?
Why?
Because engineering is all over the place. It's something you can talk about
You can talk about physics.
forever.
You can talk about the health sciences. You can talk about... But why engineering?
Because of you, Danny.
Because of me?
No.
I know a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah, because it's so big.
Facts.
Engineering is enormous.
Yeah. There's like 4 different types.
Oh, no.
Main types. Main types. The main.
Main types.
Main types.
Not even. I'll say more like 7.
4 main. I think there's 4 main ones. That's what
No.
Okay.
No. I'm pretty sure there'll be an engineering about.
There's like space engineering. Aerospace engineering. I saw that.
There's aerospace.
That's like, isn't that like awesome?
There's
I literally was like, I just saw that and I'm like, bro, that's
aerospace,
crazy.
aeronautical. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Is there anything particular that you want to talk about? I see you have some notes there.
Kind of.
Right, let's start it off then.
Alright. Well, for the people that don't know, what is engineering?
What is engineering? What do you think engineering is?
No, you want the for real terms? The for real term? I wrote the for real term down.
What is the for real term?
Alright. The use of scientific principles to design and build machines, structures, and other items. Including bridges, tunnels, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Facts.
Well, engineering, I think, is more than that. Well, I don't
Okay.
know. Engineering, all engineering is just solving problems. That's all it is.
Problem solving.
It's problem solving, right? That's all it is.
Facts.
Now, we usually refer to it as tangible problems, right? Things you can touch. Like that. And engineering is so broad. But yeah, it branches off of science. Because I like to think of it as like taming nature, right? Using nature's own principles to make things. Taming nature, that's an impossible task. And it probably will never be done. Nature will never be fully tamed. But that's what engineering is all about.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do you know what chemical engineering is?
Yeah, keep building chemicals.
Keep building chemicals.
Chemical engineering.
I think civil engineering is pretty cool. I thought that
Civil engineering is the oldest branch of engineering. Do you know what's called civil engineering? What's it called?
War.
Civil engineering.
I don't know.
Civil.
Civil War.
Civil War.
Civil War. No.
So, let's go back a few hundred years, alright?
Oh goodness.
There was only one branch of engineering, alright?
Okay.
It's just engineering.
Civil. Oh, not yet.
It's just engineering,
Oh snap. Okay.
right? Just, think about it. It's the oldest discipline of engineering. Building houses, bridges, walls, things like that. It's the fundamental first step, right? Like figuring out that things fall, right? Things fall. How do you keep it from falling?
Mm-hmm.
Right? You learn about the first engineers didn't necessarily know about how to calculate forces or anything like that, but they knew that from perspective, from analyzing, right, things will fall.
Yeah.
There's stronger materials, there's weaker materials. Some things are unstable. They knew about that.
Mm-hmm.
And they knew that things that were straight usually are better. Right? So, as time progresses, engineering is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And as we find more about other principles in science, right? And then comes the invention of cannons and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There was this one guy. I think he's a British engineer. I can't remember his name, but he was a British engineer. And back then, engineers, they would work for the military, right? They would help design cannons, new weaponry, all sorts of things, weapons, structures, defense fortresses, whatever. But this guy, he didn't want to be involved in war, right? So he decided to label himself as a civil engineer because he was a civilian, right? He didn't want anything to do with war. He wanted to get away from that because he thought that engineering should be about helping, right?
Yeah.
Instead of killing. So then it's just been called civil engineering.
Interesting.
As opposed to military engineering. So, yeah.
Remember in 8th grade when we built that bridge for
Tech Ed?
Tech Ed?
Mm-hmm.
I think my bridge did pretty good. Decent. I don't even know. I'm not sure. I kind of forget.
I can't remember.
It was a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, I feel like I got 3rd. I don't know why 3rd is in my head right now.
I'm sure you got 3rd.
But my bridge lasted a while. I kept adding those things. I'm like, bro, it ain't falling. And I didn't think I was going to be that good.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
You want to know something interesting?
What's something interesting?
Well, it was 8th grade, and I'm like, we're about to go to high school. I need to know what I want to do in college. So, I started thinking. I was doing stuff. And for some reason, I wanted to be a mechanical engineer. I didn't know what the frick that meant at the time. I was just I just want to take stuff apart and rebuild it because that was fun to me. So, I didn't know what mechanical engineering was. So, I went to the CMS open house thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I went into the room. And there was a bunch of kids in there, working. And they were, doing, designs on the computer and stuff. And I don't even know. I thought it was kind of cool, but for some reason, whenever I went in there, it wasn't, what I expected, I guess. So, I kind of, I don't know. I was, drawn away from that a little bit. So, yeah.
Interesting.
Could have been a mechanical engineer. And that probably
You could still be, Bryson.
I guess. But it would probably have changed everything.
lot of
as of
things.
right now, because I wouldn't have taken any health classes during my high school time. I'd be at CMS. I probably would have never met you. I probably
Well,
wouldn't be going to Mars Hill. Probably. I don't know what all would happen.
see, in
all
elementary school,
would have been different.
in elementary school, I wanted to be a teacher. Right?
Mhm.
Then when I got to middle school, I wanted to be a businessman. Right? I wanted to take like accounting courses, and I took an entrepreneurship class, dollars and cents class. But then I got involved in STEM club, and first I wanted to be a chemist. I wanted to be a chemist, but then then I got introduced to physics, right?
Mhm.
In middle school, and I liked it. I really liked physics, right? So then I thought, what can I do with physics, right? Well, physics, you can't really do much, right? You can solve difficult problems, but I thought the best way to use physics is to apply physics, right? And by definition, applied physics is engineering. So then from that I consider CMS because it was very STEM. But CMS to me it seemed more like how do I call it? Like shop almost, right?
Yeah.
And here's the thing with me, right? I say, who invented humans? Who would you say invented humans? It's not a hard question. Come on.
Jesus. God.
God, right?
Yeah.
Who fixes humans, right? When they get sick or something like that?
Doctors.
Doctors. So then, if you take a car, right? Who invented cars? Engineers invented cars.
I thought you meant the exact person. I'm like, I don't know that guy's name.
Who fixes cars?
Mechanics.
Mechanics, right? I didn't want to be a mechanic. I wanted to be the I guess you could say, I wanted to be God, right? Right? I wanted to be the person that invented the thing.
Mhm.
I wanted to distinguish myself from that. So I thought college was where I was going to really do that. So then the best path for me was high school. I talked with a couple counselors, and they said it wasn't necessary to go to CMS. And I had other things that drew me away from CMS, but do they know what CMS is? You know what the name of our school is?
Probably not. Career Magnet School. That's what CMS is.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, like half of the school is like basically our high school, but then the other half is like trade schools. Like whatever you want to.
Well, it's less than half for them. We have the majority.
No, I was meaning like half of the school year you would be in your education.
Not necessarily.
Well, it all depends.
That's for Franklin Career Tech. Same thing, but...
You think? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because I know that my sister did that. She did half year in
That's
the
Career Tech.
vet program and then half year. Yeah. And I know some kids that just go there full time just for education. Don't even go to the trade side.
Yeah, that's the Career Tech.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I knew I wanted to be an engineer. Now, I decided I was going to be a mechanical engineer. And that's how it's been. It's still true to this day. And I don't regret not going to CMS. Not at all.
You do not recommend to not go there? Or
It depends on you. technically, you don't even need to go to college to become an engineer.
Yeah, no.
But I knew what I wanted. I know what I want.
Facts. Yeah.
And it all worked out.
Yeah, I don't know why I was drawn away from the mechanical engineer stuff, but I really wanted to do it.
What is mechanical engineer, Bryson?
I don't even know anymore.
You don't know?
I don't even know what they do.
You don't know what
I
they
still
do.
don't know.
Let's talk about the disciplines of engineering.
Okay.
There's many of them.
All right.
Right? It all starts with civil engineering. That's where everything started. Right? Mm-hmm. The second oldest branch of engineering is mechanical engineering. And then everything balloons from there. Right? There's a whole bunch of engineering disciplines. There's industrial engineering, biochemical engineering, chemical engineering, biological engineering, biomedical engineering.
Anything that you can say in front of engineering, it's probably a thing. Not joking.
There's agriculture engineering. I wanted to be an agricultural engineer. I thought that was interesting. Before I chose mechanical. Yeah, I remember that.
Minecraft is like engineering. Sorry, that just popped in my head. I don't know why.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah.
Like that water farm you made?
Which water farm?
Is it a water farm? I don't know. The potato farm we had. I don't know. I've seen like a potato farm where like you just send the water down and it'll take all the crops down.
Oh yeah.
And then it'll go into like a hopper.
I'll
That's
show you
crazy,
that.
Bro. That's next level engineering right there.
And I thought the sheep, the collecting the wool, I thought that was genius. I figured that out, and it was. I didn't even know you could do that.
Yeah, I don't even know how that works still.
It's really, it makes sense. It makes so much sense. Anyways, I can explain it to you later if you want. The engineering disciplines, right?
Okay. Yeah.
There's so many of them. Aerospace, aeronautical,
Technological.
nautical engineering, right? Computer engineering, software engineering. Go on and on and on and on and on and on.
And on and on and on.
Yeah. What else do you have in your notes?
Not much.
Not much.
I had a fun fact that was really corny and funny.
What is it?
87% of engineers are happy.
Okay.
Danny, you're a happy man.
Never doubted that.
I don't get why that has anything to do with engineering. Why does engineering make you happy?
Oh, so many reasons.
Okay, tell me.
So many reasons, Bryson.
Tell me.
You don't understand the satisfaction. Do you? You should understand. I'm figuring something out.
I guess, yeah.
Right?
Figuring stuff out makes you feel good, I guess, but...
And you get, like, this special recognition that only doctors and lawyers get. But they have to go through 8 years of school, and we don't.
Dang. That's what's up.
Why wouldn't I be happy? And you make a lot of money, too.
Yeah.
So many reasons. Do you know dentists have the highest suicide rate? Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
Well, if I was messing with people's mouths all day, I'd probably kill myself too.
Yeah.
I didn't say that. That's censored.
Censor that.
Sensory. Yeah, that would be disgusting.
Have you had any engineering experiences?
where I've engineered something?
Yeah.
The camera. I helped with that.
I guess so. I'm talking about bigger things.
Bigger things.
Or not maybe. Engineering experiences. Like you said, you built a bridge. Like that. Anything else like that?
I built a ramp for when sledding. Does that count as engineering?
I guess so.
To a certain point. We've also built Dancen. The Dancen fort. It was a snow
Civil
fort.
engineer.
We constructed the blocks. We made them firm, and then we stacked them in how do I say that? Like we stacked them like that.
Like brick layers.
Like brick layers. Brick-like layers.
Yeah, alternating.
What else have I done? I actually I built some other stuff. I built a microphone out of a baseball and a broomstick.
You said this on this podcast before.
Have I?
Yeah, you have.
Oh heck, that's not good. I've also built a shovel that's bigger than a normal shovel.
An extra shovel.
You know what I did? I took a big piece of plywood this long, this long, okay? I got a 2x4 on top of that, and I just screwed that joint on, and whenever I was doing it, all you had to do was just push, and I would do this much instead of this much at one time.
Wow.
It was very efficient too. But then it started sticking, so then I got some Pam spray on that joint. I put some Pam on that. There's no more sticking going on.
Mm-hmm.
That was pretty cool. What else have I built? Well, I've built a couple forts with my friends and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
In the woods and stuff. And then, what else? I don't know. What have you built? What have you engineered?
What do you think about... Come on, Bryson. You got one more at least.
What am I looking at?
You can't see it from here. Oh, well, I can't see it. Maybe you can see it. It's a very...
The rocket ship.
Yeah. That is a very classic example, Bryson.
We engineered a rocket ship. That was amazing. Danny got all the blueprints. I did all the No, I'm joking. Danny got all the blueprints and everything. He's like, this is my plan.
This is a plan.
And we went after it, and it was actually very successful.
It was very successful.
All because of Danny.
A couple problems along the way, but
not many.
That.
Oh yeah,
on my side there was.
Huh?
On my side there was. See, I kind of when I was thinking about this, I wanted to make it go as smooth as possible. So I was figuring things out before. So.
Yeah, remember when we were making the top of the rocket ship, and then we cut the thing off, and then there was a hole at the top, but that would let all the air out, so it wouldn't go up. Remember that? So then I took the pen head, the cap of the pen, and stuck it down in, and we hot glued that. That was genius.
That was genius, Bryce.
That was genius.
I didn't expect there to be a hole left over from the thing.
I didn't either, but there definitely was.
And you know the electrical circuit that we had to make it light the fuse?
We took a battery, 2 batteries.
Yeah.
What kind of batteries were they? D or C's?
D's.
2 D batteries. We stuck them together.
Yeah, I did that the night before.
Yeah.
Because I realized I didn't have the launch thing. So I had to find a way to make it light. Because usually there's like a launch kit, you can press a button there, but I didn't have that there then. So I went to Lowe's. I got some cables, some wires,
and then you got the alligator clips.
These small ones.
Alligator clips.
And it worked. I killed a fly.
Yeah, you did. On my driveway.
Yeah.
When we saw that thing twitching, that's how we knew it was working. That's so sad. Oh my gosh, what did that poor animal do to you? All the comments. No, I'm joking. All the 2 comments we get. Anyways. But yeah.
I've had a lot
That was fun.
of engineering experiences. I'm sure you have too, but just for some reason you don't remember.
No, because I don't think about that stuff. Really.
No. Didn't you do an egg?
Oh yeah, an egg drop
Yeah.
for physics. I used, but mine wasn't very great. I put it into a container that was like pretty compact around, and I stuffed paper towels underneath of it. I don't know if that was legal. Was it legal? I think.
I don't know. I can't remember.
I stuffed paper towels underneath, on the sides and on top. And then I wrapped it in a rubber band so that it was tightly, so there was no movement. Well, there was enough that it could like absorb the bounce a little bit, but that was it. Was I successful? I don't remember. I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think I was. No. And then I think I made. There's got to be other times I've used. Well, there was this one time. There was this like big, huge freaking log that I couldn't move. So I used another like firm stick as like leverage, and I put a rock under it to jump on it and move it as like a jump.
That's a simple machine. You know what that's called?
I don't know.
It's a lever.
I just said that.
You said leverage.
Oh yeah. Lever.
You know what the rock was called? It's called?
Nope.
The fulcrum.
The
fulcrum.
What the frick's that?
It's the point of leverage. So this would be the fulcrum. But
So like whenever we're on a seesaw, that joint in the middle is a.
No. That's nothing to do with leverage.
Kind of.
What?
Lifting you like me up.
No,
and
it's
you
not
up.
that.
I guess not.
What are some other? What were you saying before I interrupted you? You were saying something before I interrupted you.
Oh yeah. Well, I go hunting, and I had to get my bow up into the stand somehow. So I used like a string, and I put it up above a branch on top of the thing, and I like pulled it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's kind of not that great.
Well, I think everybody has like these
Simple
stories, right?
Yeah. Not everybody can say they made a rocket ship, though.
Yeah. Not everybody can say that.
Anyways.
Python's just from nothing. People usually do that with like something to buy on Walmart or something like that. I had lots of things because I've done so much. Right? I'm just gonna focus on the big stuff. Right?
Okay.
the earliest thing I can remember, that's something big. It was STEM club in middle school, and we made connects. Wait, do you know what connects are? Connects?
Are those like stick-looking things?
Yeah,
Yeah.
connects. And we were supposed to
The
build
connectors.
something. I can't remember what the prompt was, but we ended up making it was a model of a machine that would grow a plant for you.
Mm.
Right? So we made it. It was just a model, right? It wasn't functional. But essentially, the idea was that you put a plant and you would select what plant it was, and the machine would water it, and keep it alive.
Interesting.
Yeah. And then the year after that, we were supposed to design something that moved something. So, my team, we made a crane. We called it. Yeah, I was the one that came up with all the names because I like naming stuff.
Yeah.
And we I can't remember what was the plant thing's name. Is it the Autonomous Grower 3000 or something like that? and the crane, I called it the Eco T crane because it looked like a T, and it was supposed to be eco-friendly. The Eco T crane.
Wow.
And it worked. It worked. Then, I went to this like over the summer, like to this camp thing. It was a STEM related. It's for 1 week, and we did a lot of things there. We built another bridge, right? And I already had experience because of that camp. So, and it was first place in that competition.
Wow.
So it was beautiful.
That's beautiful.
We also did an egg drop, and our egg survived.
And you didn't help me?
Then we made like a microwave using foil and like reflection of the sun, and it cooked a hot dog.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So it was like a box, cardboard box, and there was like foil in there, and surrounded by foil. And we made some. I can't remember exactly how it looked, but it actually cooked the hot dog.
That's awesome.
That was beautiful. And then we did. It wasn't really engineering, but then I made a video. It was the first video I ever made. About it was like documenting the process, and I was in charge of that. Then I also got put in charge of a presentation. So that was the first time I ever gave a big presentation. It was like 50 people or something. Yeah. So, and after that, well, obviously we built that rocket. But before we built that rocket, I've also built other rockets. It's like there's some of them were, the first one I did was one of those like kits you get like a store, and it was interesting, but I wanted to make my own. The one we did was the first time I ever used a parachute, so and that was beautiful that it worked.
It worked.
It was beautiful.
The first time.
Mm-hmm.
The second time, I felt like we rushed it.
Yeah.
And that caused it to go bad.
I think it was stuffed in there.
Yeah.
So.
And it burnt a hole in it, and then it... Did it actually... The parachute came out, right?
I don't know, it didn't.
But it had a hole in it.
No, it didn't.
It didn't come out at all.
No.
Dang. Came crashing to the ground. Bent in half.
I mean, that's part of the fun.
Yeah.
So, what else? I guess in class, I made another bridge last year. Right? Another bridge. And I used hexagons in the shape. Because as it turns out, hexagons are the best of gons. Right? You know honeycombs, right?
Yeah.
They're hexagonal shape. If you look around nature, the strongest structures are hexagon shape. Carbon, one very strong material, is hexagon shape in its molecular form.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna use hexagons. People say to use triangles, right? But if you think about it, hexagons are just a bunch of triangles. Right?
Yeah.
You can draw yourself a little hexagon there, and just split it into triangles.
How many?
Just split it into as many triangles as you can.
Bang. Bang.
Well, no, that's not what I meant.
Bang. Bang.
Yeah, but the point is, so many triangles in there, right? So.
Beautiful, guys, beautiful. You probably can't even see it, but let's just say I'm an artist.
He's an artist.
I'm an artist.
A natural
artist. That could be a triangle. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Well, shapes are composed of triangles. That's all it is. A square is just 2 triangles. Right? So, I've made that. That was pretty successful. I don't think it won first place, but it was successful. Then I made a dragster. Okay? Now that was successful.
I still have that.
Blew away the competition. Yeah, I gave it to you.
I still have it.
For your birthday. I made it aerodynamic. Okay? And I tried to take off as much weight as I could. Because weight was the biggest factor there. And it was light. And it had this complex shape. Right? I don't know, but it's smaller in the middle.
Yeah.
And then it expands back out.
Yeah, it's like a little wide, and then it goes in, and then the back is bigger.
Yeah.
So there's more weight in the back.
Exactly that. That was beautiful. Perfect. I won first place. And I remember this. You remember Natalie Storm? Mr. Storm's daughter? She was in your German class.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
She was so angry because she thought she was going to win.
That girl's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
She's scary. That's Mr. Storm's daughter?
Yeah. No, yeah. The rest of the video, come
on. Sorry. I meant...
What do you mean by that?
No, I just, didn't know that was his daughter. Isn't Mr. Storm old?
He is old.
You know what I meant. You know what I meant by that.
Okay. Well...
Everybody gets old. Come on now. That's not mean. Okay, I'm done talking. Next.
So, yeah. She wasn't too pleased that she lost. I didn't care because I won.
Facts.
Let's see, what else?
Blew away the competition.
I made you know what a Rube Goldberg machine is? No? I mean, I'm sure you've seen it before. It's like dominoes and contraptions and it all. Like, all you have to do is start with one action and it just does it.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You've seen something like that before.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I made one of those. And it's supposed to capture, the one I made was supposed to capture a mouse. So, I think it started with, like, it was a ping pong, but no, it was a golf ball. And it knocked over some dominoes. Then the dominoes pushed, like, a Hot Wheel car that went through a ramp. Pushed some more dominoes. There was a Newton's cradle there, and I can't remember how I used it. But in the end, we had a little pulley, a small pulley. And they dropped the cup on the mouse. It was a fake mouse. It wasn't a real mouse.
That jump was in mid-run, too. And you got it.
Yeah.
You chased it with a ping pong ball, so it ran away. And then you captured it. That would have been some next-level stuff.
Yeah. So, I could go on and on. Really. We made that fort.
Mm-hmm.
And came up with this system.
Oh, yeah. That camera system. We should show them one day what it looks like.
Yeah, we could.
Like the last video.
Yeah. What does it look like around here? Where even are we? Right?
Yeah.
What do you think about engineering, Bussin?
Well, we can't live without it. Can't live without it.
Yeah.
It's very important. That's why getting a job in engineering is very smart. Because you're always going to need it.
Mm-hmm.
There's always going to be business for you. No matter
Business.
what. Mm-hmm.
That is true. You know, most businessmen are actually have an engineering degree.
Wow.
The highest earning ones.
Yeah. That's cool.
Right? Because it just comes with it.
Mm-hmm. Never mind. I was gonna say, like, last night I didn't sleep good for some reason, and I was gonna be like, you should, like, engineer me something so that I can just sleep. But
Yeah.
normally I sleep good. I don't know why I didn't sleep good last night.
I drank too much water.
Oh, no. Oh, Danny.
How much time do we have left?
Well, it can be done whenever you want it to be done.
Maybe.
There's no certain time we have to have.
What else is there to talk about?
I don't know. I feel like engineering's broad.
Massive.
Broad. How'd they engineer a tennis racket?
I'm sure they figured it out.
Oh, yeah, they figured it out.
They figured it out.
I'm sure they figured it out. It's, like, cool. Because, like, for a tennis racket, you don't even have to hit the ball hard and it'll still go far.
Yeah, alright. I think that we're going to have to call this episode an end.
To an end.
That was a beautiful episode.
That was a very beautiful episode. A little short than usual, but it's alright.
I'm going to go use the bathroom, alright?
Alright.